You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network. Welcome to PNC Park. My name is Nicholas Callis. It's an interleague matchup today between the New York Yankees, who are in first in the AL East, and the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are last in the NL Central. Let's go Bucks. The classic Sultan Z from 2013. This game scheduled to get underway right now. Starting on the mound for the Pirates is Trevor Williams. He's 3-4 in 14 starts. Has an ERA at .432. Struck out 56 hitters and is limited to his walks to 18. He's walked the second least amount of batters among National League pitchers. Here's DJ LeMahieu coming to the plate. .328 average with 15 home runs and 53 RBIs. As you see there, he's first among second baseman in AL All-Star voting. He was a perennial All-Star with the Colorado Rockies in the National League when he played for them, and has put up not only All-Star type numbers for that, but MVP type numbers as well since coming to the Yankees. LeMahieu in his second year with the Yankees. Had quite a breakout year last season. He's always been a consistent contact hitter, but last season he displayed not only an average above 300, but upped his power numbers as well. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Josh Bell plays it in foul territory. That's one out. DJ LeMahieu pops out, and we'll look at the Yankees starting lineup. Not too many new faces in this starting lineup, but Miguel Andujar, who was hurt last year, is putting up all-star type numbers as well. He's certainly in the talk for MVP as we get toward the middle of the year, but he's batting .350, and we'll get more into his stats when he comes up to the plate. But here's Aaron Judge. 9 home runs on the year coming into June, and he hits that pitch out to left field. That's going to fall, base hit. Dyson gets it in quickly, so Judge hits a one-out single. Let's see where that pitch was. Williams might be lucky that stayed in the ballpark. That was above belt high. Those are pitches the Judge can handle, and usually he hits those over the fence, but that time he scored it up and hit a line drive. Here's Gleyber Torres. Been doing well over his last 4 games. 7 for 16. That's helped his average. His average up to .239 now. 19 home runs for him. Judge on first base. Here's the first pitch. It's inside. Counts 1-0. Torres, the starting shortstop. And this Yankees team used to play second base back when Didi Gregorius was the shortstop. The Yankees made an investment into Garrett Cole in the offseason, so Gregorius was let go into free agency and picked up by the Phillies. And Garrett Cole is a former first-round draft pick of the Pittsburgh Pirates, who's now in the Yankees rotation, not starting today, but another former Pirates on the mound today for the Yankees, Jay Happ. Of course, you'll see him when the Pirates' offensive half of this inning comes up. That's popped into the air. On the right field line, there's Gregory Polanco. He makes the catch and gets it in. Judge stays on first. Now with 2 outs in the top of the first inning, Giancarlo Stanton will come to the plate. Stanton, a .269 hitter, and unconventionally, he has a better average against right-handed pitchers than left-handed this year. But 12 home runs total on the season and 42 runs batted in. He's a former Miami Marlin, so he's used to playing the Pirates. Both those teams are National League teams. Doesn't see them as much, though, anymore since moving to the American League. But this is the most times that the Pirates have seen the Yankees in one season. The Pirates and Yankees played each other in a 2-game set back in May at Yankee Stadium. And this is game 2 of a 2-game set here at PNC Park. Soft line drive, caught it short. Kevin Newman makes the play, and that ends the top of the first. No runs on a hit for the Yankees and 1 runner left on. Moving to the bottom of the first, it's the Yankees 0 and the Pirates coming to bat. And here's Jay Happ, a veteran left-handed arm in this Yankees rotation, though his numbers aren't too great. So far this year, 3-7 in 14 starts. And has an ERA above 4. It's a 4.40 earned run average. Jay Happ pitched for the Pirates, though, back in 2015. He was acquired in a trade with the Blue Jays. And he bolstered their rotation and helped them win 98 games to finish off that year, as that's hit out to left field on the first pitch by Kevin Newman. First pitch hit by Kevin Newman. But Stanton makes the play. That's out number 1. And with that, here's the starting lineup for the Pirates. Some new additions to this team. Some faces that weren't regularly seen over the past few years, but Brian Reynolds in center. He came up last season. We have Ke'Bryan Hayes, who got called up last month playing third base. Jacob Stallings, once just a depth catcher in the minor leagues, has got an opportunity to start most of this year. And Gerard Dyson batting in the 8th spot and playing left field, signed a deal this offseason with the Pirates in free agency. But anyway, here's Brian Reynolds. Line drive right center field. That's going to split the gap. Reynolds headed for second. Judge plays it, and Reynolds will stop at second as the ball's cut off by LeMahieu. A 1-out double for Brian Reynolds. He's in scoring position. That's his 12th double of the season. Yeah, Happ left that one right over the middle of the plate. Reynolds was a great contact hitter last year for the Pirates. So far, he's doing well this year, too. Now here's Adam Frazier. .312 average with 5 home runs and 29 RBIs. Line drive caught by Andujar at third base. So a quick out there. Newman got out on 1 pitch. Reynolds worked to count, then hit a double. Now Frazier just got out on 1 pitch. And with 2 outs, here's the switch hitter, Josh Bell. .323 average, 15 home runs and 50 RBIs. Second among first basemen in National League All-Star voting. And just for everybody's reference, in MLB The Show, All-Star voting is in direct correlation with the player's statistics, so there is no actual voting. However a player performs is however many votes he will be, or he will have. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Josh Bell, former top prospect of the Pirates, made his debut in 2016. Been a consistent bat ever since. Made the All-Star team last year. Got to start in the National League lineup as the designated hitter. One ball, 2 strike pitch coming from Jay Happ. Inside, counts even 2-2. Brian Reynolds on second base. He hit a double. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. Jay Happ has the opportunity to finish this inning off with his pitch count in single digits. And he does. 9 pitches, 3 outs. And despite giving up a double, the Pirates fail to score in the first inning. No runs on a hit. 1 runner left on after 1 full inning. No score between the Yankees and the Pirates at PNC Park. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 5, 6, 7 hitters coming to the plate for the Yanks. Gary Sanchez to lead off, then Miguel Andujar and Luke Voit to follow. Sanchez made his Major League debut in 2015, played a couple games, but became noticeable in 2016 when he came up and hit 20 home runs in 62 games. Became a feared power bat. Has struggled with injuries over the last few seasons, which is typical when you're a catcher. It's easy to get beat up when you're constantly blocking balls, having to squat. But still a threat at the plate, and still batting in the middle of this Yankees order. It's a 3-0 count on Sanchez. See Miguel Andujar on deck, and Andujar one of the most feared hitters in this Yankees lineup this season. He's the number 6 hitter. The Yankees have quite a large amount of depth on their team. That's ball 4. Gary Sanchez works a leadoff 4-pitch walk. And with nobody out and a runner on, here comes Miguel Andujar. Andujar has been the designated hitter of the Yankees for most of the year, but because this is a National League home team, the Yankees do not have the luxury of a designated hitter, so Gio Urshela is on the bench. And for good reason. Miguel Andujar, .350 average with 14 home runs and 52 RBIs. He's first in AL All-Star voting for third baseman. And if there was designated hitter voting, he would lead that. But having a great bounce-back year after missing all of 2019 due to injury. And he hits that pitch out toward left field. That's down toward the corner. Gerard Dyson seems to have a play, and he makes the catch. So that's out number 1. Sanchez goes back to first. And with one out, we'll take a look at the Pirates' defense. Gerard Dyson out in left, Brian Reynolds in center, Gregory Polanco in right. Third baseman, Brian Hayes. Shortstop, Kevin Newman. At second, Adam Frazier. And at first, Josh Bell. And doing the catching, Jacob Stallings. This is a team that is 8th in the National League with a .988 fielding percentage. Luke Voit up to the plate. Voit takes ball 1 down low. He has a .281 average with 10 home runs and 32 RBIs and a respectable OPS of .855. Former St. Louis Cardinal, was acquired by the Yankees in 2018 via a trade. Counts even at 1. But the Yankees needed some first base help because Greg Bird was struggling with injuries. And Luke Voit was a great piece to plug in. He became an instant sensation in New York. Up the middle, there's Newman, but he bobbles the ball. Sanchez safe at second, and Voit beats out the back end. He's safe at first. So the scorers will give Voit a base hit. No error on Kevin Newman. But the Yankees threatening early. Runners on first and second, and 1 out. That'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Brett Gardner, .265 average. Five home runs, 27 RBIs. He's also in the middle of an 8-game hitting streak. Gardner and Hicks have been platooning center field ever since Hicks came off the injured list. Because Hicks is a switch hitter, he bats against left-handed pitchers because he can bat righty, and then Gardner starts against right-handed pitching because he's a natural lefty. 2 balls and a strike. Trevor Williams. Bit upset after that call. He's stalling out a bit. Wanted that pitch. Gary Sanchez on second. He walked. Luke Voit singled. He's on first. 3-1's the count. Technically, there's a base open with third base being vacant. And Jay Happ's on deck. Though Happ has played in the National League for a few teams. Doesn't have the worst bat. 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, that's ball 4, and now an interesting situation coming up. The bases are loaded for the Yankees. But the pitcher's coming up to the plate, Jay Happ. Happ without a hit yet this season, which is understandable because the Yankees are in the American League, so there's usually a DH instituted in their games. And that's ball 1. Williams struggling. Happ was drafted back in 2004, and he's played for a plethora of teams. One of them was the Pirates. Talked about that earlier. And it's ironic that the Pirates acquired Jay Happ from the Blue Jays when they traded for him in 2015, and the Yankees acquired Jay Happ from the Blue Jays as well when they acquired him in 2018. Of course, he's had his contract renewed. Still on the team, not great numbers on the mound this year, but the Yankees still relying on him to succeed. Counts even 2-2. Trevor Williams being taxed this inning. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. That's fouled off. Jay Happ not going down lightly. See there, Williams splits 12 balls and 10 strikes in this inning. 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Ground ball right side. Though it didn't look like he was able to reach that if that had stayed fair. But it did not. The count's still even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch one more time. That's too high. That's great discipline from Jay Happ. Trevor Williams between a rock and a hard place. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher's at the plate. And there's nowhere to put him. Line drive, and that's foul. 8 pitches this plate appearance. This will be number 9 coming up. That missed inside. Holy smokes, Derek Shelton not happy at all. Neither is Trevor Williams. And managers typically aren't happy when their pitchers don't get the benefit of the doubt when it comes to pitching to other pitchers. But in that case, Jay Happ's discipline pays off. Sanchez scores from third, and everybody else moves up a base. So bases loaded, still 1 out, and DJ LeMahieu at the top of the order up to the plate. Yankees lead at 1-0 on a bases loaded walk to Jay Happ, the opposing pitcher. Counts even 1-1. The Yankees have just 2 hits in this game. Everybody else reached by walk, and there's the 3rd hit. Polanco comes up firing. Gardner trying to score from second, and he does. The ball's cut off by Josh Bell. 2 more runs come in, and the Yankees are up 3-0 in the top of the 2nd inning. And that missed right over the middle of the plate, just above belt high, too. You see it right in the happy zone. So Voit scored from third. Gardner scored from second. Jay Happ's on second. DJ LeMahieu on first after that RBI single. And now here's Aaron Judge. Got a single in his first at bat. Didn't come around to score, but got the first hit for the Yankees in the game. Down low, counts 1-0. And as Eric Letford in the live chat pointed out that this game might be a blowout, that's not an unfair assumption to make. The Yankees beat the Pirates yesterday 10-2. So that's popped into the air. Down the right field line, Polanco running after it, and he makes the catch. Happ stays right on second base. Likewise, LeMahieu retreats back to first, and now there are 2 outs. But the Pirates lost yesterday 10-2. And though the 2 games were close back at Yankee Stadium when these two played each other, on May 5th and 6th, these 2 teams played a 2-game set, but at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees won Game 1 7-6, and they won Game 2 3-2. So the Yankees have won 3 of 3 so far this season against the Pirates. And these two don't normally play each other, but this season they've had 2 different sets that they've played each other in. This is Game 2 of a 2-game set. The Yankees undefeated against the Pirates this season. Counts even 1-1. It's also been a rarity when the Pirates have beaten the Yankees at Yankee Stadium. Last time they did that was 2014, but before that, it was a while back into the 90s. The Yankees have been historically great. The Pirates have seen some challenges in their franchise's history, but Pirates still have 5 World Series championships, which is A large amount compared to some other teams. Of course, the Yankees with 27 blow every team in Major League Baseball out of the water. Most world championships in sports history. Two ball, two strike count, 2 outs, top of the second, 2 runners on. Deuce is wild. Holy smokes. Up the middle. Newman plays it. Flips to second. That was the closest play he had, but he can't make it. LeMahieu's safe at second. Happ advances to third, and Torres is on first base. They'll score that as single. So the base is loaded again for the Yankees in this half inning. And Giancarlo Stanton will come to the plate. Stanton 0 for 1 against Trevor Williams, but Williams struggling in this inning. That was pitch number 50. Williams struggled with walks in this inning. The last few hitters have reached base on hits. Counts 2-0. Both Williams and Stanton started their careers with the Miami Marlins. Now, Williams never played in the majors for the Marlins, but he was a part of their system. Was traded to the Pirates and then made his debut with the Pirates a few seasons ago. Stanton made his Major League debut in 2010 with the Marlins, played there until 2017, where his finale season saw him win a Most Valuable Player award. Well, he had 59 home runs. This is his 3rd season now with the Yankees. That pitch is caught a strike, and though he's on the board, Williams is still in hot water. The base is loaded, and it's a hitter's count coming to Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that ball is gone and more. Oh, my gosh. That went over the second bullpen. That's a grand slam home run for Giancarlo Stanton. Mayo, 458 feet and 107.1 miles per hour off the bat. My, oh my, watch this again. Yeah, that was right over the middle of the plate. That was a 3-1 pitch. I mean, he had to put it over. But Stanton's the type of pitcher to capitalize on hitters count pitches. But anyway, here's Robbie Erlin. He comes into the game. Trevor Williams can't make it out of the second inning. Erlin in a long relief role. Has 4 decisions. He's 2-2 in 27 appearances. And has an ERA of 5 even. Now here's Gary Sanchez. Sanchez led this inning off for the Yankees and he walked. Later came around to score. 7-0, the Pirates lead it. Or excuse me, the Yankees lead it. Pirates trail. On the ground right side. Bell plays it, flips to Erlin covering. But the Yankees break out in a big way. 7 runs in the top of the second inning. Capped off by a Giancarlo Stanton grand slam. 10 hitters came to the plate. It's 7-0 early. We'll go to the bottom of the second. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Gregory Polanco coming to the plate, and he leads the Pirates with 16 home runs. Also has a .309 average and 43 RBIs. He's been one of the better Pirate hitters this season. Was injured most of last season. So this is a bounce-back year for him, too. Kind of the same story that Miguel Andujar has. Both of them were injured last season, and both are coming back this year, putting up stellar numbers. Polanco made his Major League debut in 2014, around the summertime. Had an 11-game hitting streak to start his career. Since then, has kind of had a dip in production. Hasn't blossomed into the potential that many thought that he would achieve. But this season he's doing well. Again, had an injury last season, but bouncing back this year well. Been a consistent starter in right field. Counts 1-2. Chopped on the ground. Happ will play it off the mound. And what a play there. Throws to the outside. Blanco's out for the first out of the bottom of the second. Now here's the starting defense for the Yankees. Giancarlo Stanton out in left. Brett Gardner in center. Aaron Judge in right. Miguel Andujar playing third. Gleyber Torres at shortstop. DJ LeMahieu at second. Luke Voigt at first. And Gary Sanchez behind the plate. The Yankees are 10th in the American League with a .988 fielding percentage. And that's the same fielding percentage that the Pirates defense has entering play. Ke'Bryan Hayes up to the plate now. Son of Charlie Hayes, who was once a Major League Baseball player himself, but Ke'Bryan Hayes started this year off well. Got called up in May, was putting up stellar numbers. Kind of hit a cold spot in June, though. It's caused his average to sink a bit. It's now at .273, but he's still in the starting lineup when a left-handed starter's on the mound. Colin Moran got called back up. And so Moran starts against right-handed pitching because he's a left-handed hitter. So these two are platoon third basemen. Counts even 2-2. Hayes in his major league debut, though, he did really well. He got his first major league hit a home run. I think he went 5 for 6 in that game. It was against the Cubs. Got his first major league hit off of an established starter in Jose Quintana. 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. Well placed by Jay Happ at the knees. Second strikeout for Happ. In less than 2 innings now, and with 2 outs, Jacob Stallings will come to the plate. Stallings, a .274 hitter with 3 home runs and 35 RBIs. As mentioned before, Stallings used to be a consistent minor league player. He'd come up when one of the starting catchers was injured just to fill that role. But with the Pirates making efforts to rebuild, Stallings has been the one they've called upon to be the starter. Well, they signed a catcher in free agency. They signed a couple, actually. They signed Luke Maile to a major league deal. He's on the bench. And you have J.R. Murphy, who's still in the minor leagues. He signed a minor league deal, along with some other Pirate prospects, but those are the 3 big names that are on the Pirates roster now. But of the 3, Stallings is the starter. That's stopped by Andujar. Recovers, throws, got him. Stallings out at first on a pretty good play by Miguel Andujar. No runs on no hits for the Pirates, and no runners left on base at the end of 2 full innings. The Yankees lead the Pirates 7-0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis, and there's Heidi Watney probably talking about what Derek Shelton is saying about the Pirates, or maybe what Aaron Boone has said about the Yankees. I'm certain the Yankees are thrilled that they have 7 runs coming into the 3rd inning. But the Yankees scored thanks to several walks, and you saw the line score before that 2nd inning ended. The Yankees have 7 runs on 5 hits. Trevor Williams issued many walks, which came back to hurt him. Loaded the bases a couple times, and both times the bases were loaded, runs came in to score. He walked Jay Happ, the opposing pitcher, which gave him an RBI because it was with the bases loaded. As that play is made for out number 1, Ke'Bryan Hayes over there at third making the play. And taking a look at the standings in the National League Central quickly, St. Louis 40-32. It leads, while the next best team is the Chicago Cubs. They're 35-38. 5.5 games back. There is no other team in the National League Central with a winning percentage over 500 other than the Cardinals. Here's Luke Voigt. The Pirates have yet to reach 30 wins yet on the year. They're in last place, over 10 games back of the Cardinals for first. That pitch misses upstairs. But back to Trevor Williams and how he did in his start. Several walks came back to hurt him. He walked Jay Happ with the bases loaded, so the Yankees scored their first run, and with the bases still loaded, DJ LeMahieu hit a 2-run double. And a couple base runners later, bases were loaded again, and Giancarlo Stanton worked a 3-1 count and hit a grand slam. So it is 7-0. After giving up the grand slam, Trevor Williams got taken out of the game, and Robbie Erlin was placed in, but the Yankees had 10 hitters come to the plate. Trevor Williams faced the entire Yankees lineup in one inning. And Luke Voigt reaches on a walk. So with one out and a runner on first, Brett Gardner comes up to the plate. Gardner walked last inning, as did many other hitters off Trevor Williams. Gardner facing a new arm now, a lefty in Robbie Erlin. Counts 1-0. Robbie Erlin used to be a starting pitcher in the San Diego Padres rotation. Signed a minor league deal with the Pirates this offseason. And made the Major League roster. The Pirates in the offseason signed several minor league deals to players who have played consistently in the majors before. That's hit out to right field. Polanco running back, still back, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Brett Gardner. And this game's starting to look like yesterday's. It is 9-0. That's home run number 6 for Gardner on the season. Well, that didn't go deep over the wall, but it is an accomplishment to hit it over that Roberto Clemente wall, a wall that stands at 21 feet in right field in honor of Roberto Clemente, who wore 21 and played for the Pirates his entire career. Brian Hayes makes the catch. J. Happ was swinging on the first pitch. And why not in a 9-0 game? But he's out. 2 outs. DJ LeMahieu back up to the plate. DJ LeMahieu has batted in all 3 innings so far. A rarity, but something fun to see in a game like this. LeMahieu, 99 hits. One away from 100 as that's fouled off. Counts 0-2. No ball, 2-strike pitch coming from Robbie Erlin. Grounded right side. Played by Adam Frazier. Throws to Josh Bell, and that ends the top of the 3rd inning. But the Yankees get some more runs. Brett Gardner hit this 2-run home run. It is 9-0 Yankees. We're not even through a third of this game yet. Well, there's Heidi Watney again, and I'm sure she's talking about how Derek Shelton's disappointed in the Pirates, how too many walks are hurting the team. There's their offensive numbers, which also aren't great. You can see their NO ranks and their Major League Baseball ranks. Stolen bases they're doing well in, but getting on base and producing runs is not especially of Pittsburgh this year. Here's Gerard Dyson up to the plate. 8-9 hitters due up for the Pirates. It'll be Dyson, then the pitcher's spot, then back to the top for Kevin Newman. J. Happ at 23 pitches coming into this 3rd inning. He's working efficiently. Gerard Dyson, a former Kansas City Royal, Seattle Mariner, and Arizona Diamondback, playing in his first season with the Pirates. Gerard Dyson signed the largest free agent contract for the Pirates in the offseason. Signed a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. The Pirates did not sign a player to a larger contract than that in the offseason. And there were several minor league contracts dealt out by the Pirates in the offseason, which is unconventional for teams. Well, they signed a bunch of major league contracts to players who were established major leaguers. So 1 out. Here's the standings in the American League East. The Yankees are at the top. Toronto's been getting hot recently, and they've been keeping pace with the Yankees, while the other 3 teams in the division have fallen out of contention for the time being. The Orioles had a poor month of May and have started June not too well. The Rays have gotten on a cold streak, and the Red Sox have been toward last place for most of the year, though they're not in last place anymore. Robbie Erlin takes 2 strikes from J. Happ. Erlin came out of the bullpen last inning, and since he is now the newly appointed starter, so to speak. He's in a long relief role. He'll still bat, and he's expected to go out for a few more innings. But he strikes out there. Went chasing after that pitch. So with 2 outs in the bottom of the third, that'll bring up the top of the order again. Here comes Kevin Newman. Newman came to the majors as a second baseman, but now plays shortstop. And on one pitch, grounds out to DJ LeMahieu, and the third inning has come to a close. So the Pirates still stuck to 1 total hit. They got no runs on no hits and left no runners on base in the third, and after 3 full innings, it's the Yankees 9 and the Pirates 0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up in the Yankees order. Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, and Giancarlo Stanton all scheduled to bat. Though the Yankees have 9 runs, 6 of those runs came on homers. Giancarlo Stanton hit a grand slam, and Brett Gardner hit a 2-run home run. Bell with a extraordinary play there. Makes the play, flips to Erlin. Judge is out at first. And with 1 out in the top of the fourth, Gleyber Torres will come to the plate. He hit a single up the middle in his last at-bat, which was a part of the 7-run second inning the Yankees had. That's too high, counts 1-0. Torres went 2 for 4 with a homer in yesterday's 10-2 Yankee victory. This is game 2 of a 2-game set. And this is the second set these two are playing in together this season. 2-1's the count. But the Yankees won a 2-game set against the Pirates on May 5th and 6th at Yankee Stadium. Now the Pirates hosting this 2-game set, and they got blown out yesterday 10-2. And we've just gotten to the 4th inning, and the Yankees lead 9-0 in this one. But the Pirates still have time on their side. But the Yankees have created a hill for the Pirates to climb if they are going to make a comeback. 3-2 from Erlin. Grounded right side against the shift. Bobbled by Bell a bit, but recovers in plenty of time. Throws to Erlin. Torres is out at first, and now there are 2 outs. And with that, there's Trevor Williams' scoreline. Didn't make it 2 innings. Talked about the walks. He walked more hitters than hits he gave up. But 7 earned runs. Oh, no, I lied. 5 hits, 3 runs. My fault. 5 hits, 3 walks. And 7 earned runs total. Top of the 4th, and that's strike 1 to Giancarlo Stanton. And to answer the question about who else is streamed, what other teams are being streamed today, the Orioles and the Indians are being streamed at 4:10 Eastern Time, and then the White Sox and the Tigers are being streamed at 7:10 Eastern Time. One is fouled off, and the count's now 1-2. Stanton hit a grand slam in his last at-bat, which broke this game open. Counts even 2-2. Stanton in years past has hit better against lefties, but this year he has better numbers against right-handed pitching, so this is a matchup that might favor Erlin. So Stanton can strike at any time, and he does there. That ball's off the wall. Stanton going to try for 2. Polanco gets it into Frazier, who relays it to Newman, but Stanton slides in safely with a 2-out double. So he's hit a home run and a double in this game. One against the shift there as well. Polanco had to readjust. He couldn't run that one down. I don't even know if he could run that one down if you were playing straight up. Went right off the base of the wall. Now there's Gary Sanchez. Fouls that pitch off. Sanchez batted twice in the second inning. Was the only hitter to do that. But the Yankees sent 10 hitters to the plate in the second, and 7 of them came around to score. The count's even 1-1. Sanchez did not contribute yesterday. The Yankees winning effort. He went 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And he falls behind against Erlin. Counts 1-2. Inside count is even 2-2 on the Yankee catcher. Robbie Erlin replaced Trevor Williams in the second inning with 2 outs. One out away from completing the fourth. Soft line drive out towards center field. That's going to fall. Reynolds will play it, but Stanton will score from second base. And the Yankees have made it a double-digit deficit. It is 10-0. Sanchez just got his first hit and his first run batted in, not only of the game, but of this 2-game set. Well, PNC Park has gotten relatively quiet. As that's fouled off, counts 0-1. The Yankees are shattering the hearts of Pirates fans here early. Counts even 1-1 on Miguel Andujar. Nick Birdie now warming up in the bullpen. Seems like it's going to be a bullpen type of game for the Pirates. One ball, one strike pitch coming to the Yankees' third baseman. That's strike 2. I don't know if I should call him a third baseman because he's playing third base in this game, but his regular duties in the American League are to be the designated hitter. Got him swinging, and that ends the top of the fourth inning. The Pirates give up another run. Gary Sanchez hit an RBI single that scored Giancarlo Stanton from second base. So at the end of 3.5 innings, the Yankees lead it 10-0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Brian Reynolds is up to the plate. He'll lead off for the Pirates in this half inning. 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Brian Reynolds, Adam Frazier, and Josh Bell. Jay Happ still on the mound, and it's a no-ball, one-strike count on Reynolds. On the ground left side, there's Andujar. Jump throw, got him. That's out number 1. So one quick out for the Yankees and Jay Happ, who has been throwing efficiently in this game. 33 pitches with 1 out in the fourth. Now Adam Frazier up to the plate. Frazier's 0 for 1. He lined out in the first inning. Many of the Yankees hitters are already moving to their third plate appearances. The Pirates are still on their second. That's mostly in part to the Pirates. Or excuse me, that's most in part to the Yankees sending 10 hitters to the plate in the second inning. Counts 0-2. Jay Happ, in his age 37 season, is carving up the Pirates in this game. No ball, 2-strike pitch. Ooh, look out. Counts 1-2. That's fouled off. The count still 1-2. Jay Happ's had quite a history of teams on his major league resume, and started out his career in 2007 with the Phillies. Played there for 3 seasons. Got traded in 2010 to the Houston Astros, as that pitch is fouled off. In 2012, he got traded from the Astros to the Blue Jays. Played for the Blue Jays the second half of 2012, also played there in 13 and 14. Then in 2015, he got traded from the Mariners to the Pirates. So that's out to left field, played by Stanton. That's out number 2. Played for the Mariners, the Pirates in 2016 and 17. He played for the Blue Jays again. And in 2018, he got traded from the Blue Jays to the Yankees, and he's pitched for the Yankees from the end of 2018 up until now in 2020. 2 outs, Josh Bell up to the plate. He's in his 5th Major League season with the Pirates. It's been rumored that he'll be a trade chip for the Pirates as they continue to rebuild. But when he hits free agency, down the road. He's expected to make some money. He's very talented switch-hitting first baseman. Not great defensively, but
1-1.
his offense is most notable. Popped into the air, out to right field. There's Aaron Judge under it. He makes the catch, and the fourth inning has come to an end. So the Pirates fail to get any runners on base. And after 4 full innings, the Yankees are leading the Pirates 10-0.
Your attention, please.
Now there's Nick Birdie. He's coming into pitch.
Number 57.
In 33 games, Birdie has a 1-0 record with a 283 earned run average. It's making his 34th appearance of this season. Robbie Erlin
The first baseman.
pitched the final out of the second inning and then pitched the third and the fourth innings. Gave up 3 earned runs. He'll get a no decision, but he didn't stop the Yankees from scoring, and now Birdie is on the mound. And if anything, for the Pirates to come back, this deficit needs to stay where it is. But the Yankees' offense has been stellar in this game. Even Jay Happ has a run batted in, the pitcher. Counts 2-1. Of all the offense the Yankees have had, they've hit just 2 home runs as a team to this point. Though one was majorly damaging. It was a Giancarlo Stanton grand slam home run, and Brett Gardner hit a 2-run home run in the third inning. In the air out to right field against the shift. That's Gregory Polanco. He makes the catch. And that's 1 out to start the 5th inning.
The center fielder, number 11. Brett Gardner.
Take a look at the Pirates minor league update. The Road to the Show report. Jason Martin was one of the players the Pirates acquired from the Astros when the Astros acquired Garrett Cole, but a .500 average with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs in the last 10 games. Martin realistically could get called up this season, with the Pirates potentially rebuilding some more after struggling to start the year. Gardner pops that one up. Frazier makes the play. That's 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. And with that, Jay Happ will come to the plate. Happ's 0 for 1, but in his first plate appearance, he walked with the bases loaded. So he got credited with batting in a run. Swings and misses, counts 0-1. I already talked about all the teams that Happ has played for. The Pirates one of them, but the Yankees acquired him in a trade with the Blue Jays in the middle of the 2018 season. That's a fly ball toward left field. And the catch made, Gerard Dyson makes the play, and that ends the top of the 5th inning. The Yankees get no runs on no hits and leave no runners on base. Moving to the bottom of the 5th inning, it's the Yankees 10 and the Pirates 0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network. Here's Heidi Watney and her lips moving. Okay, great. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network. This game brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up to start the bottom of the 5th inning. Gregory Polanco, Brian Hayes, and Jacob Stallings. Gregory Polanco 0 for 1. Polanco with 16 home runs. That is first on the Pirates. That was mentioned before. As he skies that pitch toward left center. But the outfield had him shifted, so Stanton doesn't have to run too far. He makes the catch. 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. That'll bring up the number 6 hitter, Brian Hayes. Hayes is 0 for 1. He struck out against Happ in the 2nd inning. And like I mentioned before, the Yankees are in their 3rd plate appearances per player, and the Pirates still getting through their 2nd. Fly it out to right field. Judge seems to be able to handle that one. That's 2 quick outs for Jay Happ in the bottom of the 5th. And his efficiency can be most demonstrated by his pitch count to this point. He's at 46 pitches, and he's almost out of the 5th inning. So 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Here's the starter, Jacob Stallings. Stallings is 0 for 1. Like so many other Pirate hitters, there's only been 1 hit by the Pirates in this game, and it was a Brian Reynolds double in the 1st inning. One ball, no strike count. 2-0. But the Pirates have struggled on offense, and their pitching has struggled. Meanwhile, the Yankees have gotten efficient innings from Jay Happ and have put up more than enough runs to this point. Judge makes the catch. Stallings out. And that ends the 5th inning. The Pirates get no runs on no hits and leave no runners on base after 5 full innings. The Yankees lead the Pirates 10-0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. Top of the order, do it for the Yankees. DJ LeMahieu has 100 hits now this season. But LeMahieu to lead off, Judge to follow, and then Torres due up 3rd. Nick Burdi, a former Toronto Blue Jay, now pitching for the Yankees, and that's off the second base bag. So technically that'll go down as an infield single.
Now batting, right fielder.
But LeMahieu has his 2nd hit of the game. He's now 2 for 4. It's a rarity, though, when you see a ball hit off the second base bag and just die on the infield. Here's Aaron Judge. Judge is 1 for 3. He hit a single in the 1st inning. He's 2 for 4 in the entire set. Also has 3 runs batted in. No RBIs for him in this game, though. No ball, 1 strike pitch. Counts 0-2. Judge, 119 career home runs. Made his Major League debut in 2016. Didn't play very much, though. Started in right field in 2017. Of course, if you've been following baseball at all, you know what kind of show he put on in 2017. Won the home run derby. Hit the most home runs in the season with 52. Set a record for single-season rookie home run record holders. Talented player that struggled with injuries over the last few seasons.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
But so far this season, he stayed relatively healthy. He started the year on the injured list. But ever since that, he's been mostly healthy and mostly in the starting lineup and playing right field. Full count pitch. That's too far outside. Judge takes ball 4. That moves LeMahieu to 2nd, so a single and a walk put runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out, and Gleyber Torres is coming up to the plate. Torres 1 for 3. He hit a single and later scored. Has a chance to push across some more Yankees runs with 2 runners on and nobody out. Counts 1-0. Nick Burdi on the mound. Gleyber Torres was an acquisition from the Cubs. The Yankees got quite a deal. The Yankees got prospects, but Torres was one of the top prospects. The Yankees traded Aroldis Chapman to the Cubs, and Chapman helped the Cubs win the World Series, but then the Yankees went right back into free agency and signed Chapman back. And he's been under contract ever since. But the Yankees got both. That's launched to left. Caught by Dyson. LeMahieu's going to try to tag and go to 3rd. He slides, and the tag applied by Hayes. Double play for the Pirates. Gerard Dyson with an accurate throw cuts down DJ LeMahieu trying to advance from second to third. So now 2 outs. Judge on first base and Giancarlo Stanton up to the plate. Stanton has hit a grand slam in this game, and he's also doubled. Take strike one. Stanton has walked 39 times, which is tied for 6th best among American League hitters. Counts even 1-1. Nick Purdy facing Giancarlo Stanton for the first time this game. That's hit out toward right field. That looks like it'll find the seats in foul territory. The count's 1-2. That's line foul. The count still 1-2. Stanton keeping this plate appearance alive. Yankees leading 10-0. Check swing, and there's no appeal. So that's a ball. The count evens up 2-2. .97 miles per hour from Birdie's fouled off. That was high and in, but Stanton's been good at turning on pitches that are high and inside like that. Just something that he excels at.
We got 3-2.
With his stance, too, it's difficult to throw pitches past him. He has so much torque that he can turn his body around and foul off the inside pitches, and then his awkward stance like that also helps him to square up outside pitches. Now he's out in front of that one. He strikes out there, and that ends the top of the 6th inning. The Yankees get no runs on 1 hit and 1 walk in the inning. 1 runner was left on base after 5.5 innings of play. It's the Yankees 10 and the Pirates 0. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network. I'm Nicholas Callis. 8-9-1 hitters do it for the Pirates. Gerard Dyson. Then the pitcher spot. And then it'll go back to the top for Kevin Newman. Gerard Dyson 0 for 1. He grounded out in the 3rd inning. As mentioned before, Dyson, the highest paid free agent by the Pirates from this past offseason. Signed a 1-year, $2.5 million contract. The Pirates did not spend too much money in free agency this offseason. Something that has caused them to be scrutinized. The Players Association has filed a complaint with the Pirates, among other teams, for lack of spending. The Marlins are on that list, as were the Rays. That's out towards center field. Dropping, but Gardner under it before it hits the ground. He makes the catch. 1 quick out to begin the bottom of the 6th. And Jay Happ still throwing efficiently. He's just over 50 pitches coming in to his 6th inning on the mound. So with 1 out in the pitcher spot coming up, the Pirates elect to send a pinch hitter to the plate. And it's Colin Moran. Moran has spent time in AAA this year. The Pirates called up Brian Hayes to play 3rd base. He got hot, so Moran stayed in AAA, but got called up less than a week ago. He's a platoon starter now. Starts when there's a right-handed pitcher on the mound. And Brian Hayes starts when there's a lefty on the mound, so that's why Moran was on the bench to start this game. As that one had the distance, but it's foul. The count 1-1. Moran was acquired as one of 4 players in the deal that sent Garrett Cole to the Astros. Cole now pitching for the Pirates as you look at Jay Happ's pitch count by inning there. But Moran has struggled so far this year, and that's why he got sent down, and that's why he's been reduced to a platoon role since being called back up. But he strikes out there against Jay Happ. A pitch he didn't agree with. He can be the judge on how high that pitch was, but that pitch was over the middle of the plate. Counts 1-0 on Kevin Newman, who will bat with 2 outs and the bases empty. Newman, the leadoff hitter in this order. Batting third this half inning and batting with nobody on base. Line foul, the count 1-1. Jay Happ hasn't gotten too many strikeouts. He hasn't been getting the Pirates to swing and miss. But he's been putting the pitches in the strike zone and has been breezing through these innings. Aaron Judge with a running catch there, and the 6th inning comes to an end. The Pirates get no runs on no hits and leave nobody on base. That's been a theme in this game for their offense. After 6 full innings, it's the Yankees 10 and the Pirates 0.
Your attention, please.
Chris Stratton comes out of the bullpen. Nick Burdi was replaced by Colin Moran, who came into pinch hit, so Stratton replaces Moran. This is his 39th appearance of the season. He has a .235 ERA entering play. They'll face the 5, 6, 7 hitters in the Yankees order: Gary Sanchez, Miguel Andujar, and Luke Voit. Sanchez hit an RBI single in his last at bat. They gave the Yankees their 10th run. The Yankees had a 7-run second inning. They got 3 runs scattered amongst different players, but then the bases were loaded. Giancarlo Stanton had a 3-1 count, and he sent a ball into center field. It was a grand slam, made it 7-0. The Yankees put on 2 more with a Brett Gardner 2-run home run, and then Sanchez got the 10th run for the Yankees on his RBI single that followed a Giancarlo Stanton double. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch. That's too high. Counts 3-1. Miguel Andujar on deck. Andujar, one of the better hitters in this Yankees lineup, if not the best hitter, but he's been neutralized in this game. Hasn't contributed too much. That's fouled off. So the 3-1 count now becomes a 3-2 count. Chris Stratton newly entered into the game, and in more or less a mop-up role. That's fouled off. The count's still full 3-2, and you notice the infield shifted to the left, expecting Sanchez to pull the ball. Comes another full count pitch. That's fouled away again, so another full count pitch expected to come. That's fouled off. The count's still full 3-2. Sanchez working this plate appearance. Here comes the 9th pitch. Against the shift, Bell stops it on the infield and throws to Stratton covering first, so Sanchez is out at first. And a sparkling first out of this 7th inning. 1 out top of the 7th as Miguel Andujar comes to the plate. And as noted when he was in the on-deck circle, he has not contributed much in this game. He's 0 for 3. Dovydas Nevarakis and Michael Feliz are warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Jay Happ expected to pitch in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody's in the bullpen, and his pitch count is not high at all. Line to right, and a sliding catch by Gregory Polanco. 2 extraordinary defensive plays. One from Josh Bell and this one from Gregory Polanco put up 2 outs to start the 7th inning. Just a smooth play. Nothing spectacular, nothing too ordinary either. Just a smooth play. Here's Luke Voit. He's 1 for 2. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 7th. Yankees leading the Pirates 10-0. This is game 2 of a 2-game set. The Yankees won yesterday, and of the 3 games these two have played against each other prior, the Yankees have won all 3. Looking to sweep the season series. This is the last time these two will face each other in 2020.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Counts 1-2. Well placed pitch, but just a little bit outside according to the umpire. Count is even 2-2. Two ball, two strike pitch coming from Chris Stratton to Luke Voigt. Got him to chase up the ladder. The top of the 7th inning is over. Well, it's 7th inning stretch time, but the home team, the Pirates, are down 10-0. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 2-3-4 hitters due up for the Pirates in this half inning. Brian Reynolds, Adam Frazier, and Josh Bell. The Pirates haven't had a base runner in quite a long time, and Jay Happ has still been throwing efficiently. Like I mentioned before, he hasn't recorded too many strikeouts. He hasn't recorded too many swings and misses, but he's thrown several strikes. He's allowed the Pirates hitters to put the ball in play, and the defense for the Yankees has just been backing him up. LeMahieu to Voigt. That's out number 1. Brian Reynolds out at first. So 1 out, bottom of the 7th inning. So watch this play one more time. That's tougher than you think. LeMahieu makes this look smooth, but he's running against first base, so he has to throw the ball against his body to be able to make that play, and still made a strong, accurate throw. So 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Here's Adam Frazier. Frazier, like so many other Pirate hitters, is 0 for 2. Hitless. Well, there's hit number 1, and the streak's broken. The Pirates get a base runner and a hit. Their second hit of the game. With that, there's Jay Happ's scoreline. He hasn't walked a batter. He struck out 4, but the most notable number in this game is 2. The 2 hits he's given up. He gave up a hit in the first inning and just gave up the hit to Adam Frazier in the 7th, excuse me. Now here's Josh Bell, who's been neutralized out of the cleanup spot. He's 0 for 2, has struck out and flied out in this one. Got 2 hits yesterday, but none so far today. The Yankees scored 10 runs yesterday as well. The final score was 10-2. The Pirates got on the board yesterday. Now with the runner on, Josh Bell sends that one out to left field. That reached the second deck out in left field. 450 feet out to left center field, and Josh Bell ruins the shutout for Jay Happ. That was his 16th home run of the season, and the Pirates are on the board. It's 10-2. Well, a couple of monster blasts in this game. Giancarlo Stanton's grand slam in the second inning was 454 feet. This one by Josh Bell, 450 feet. So 10-2, this was the final score of yesterday's game. Here's Gregory Polanco. Yankees still have a monstrous lead, but the Pirates will not get shut out. Polanco fouls that pitch off. The count is 1-1. On the ground, through the teeth of the shift. And that's the 3rd straight hit for the Pirates in this half inning. Oh, he hit it to the right side, and the infield had him played to pull the ball, but he hit it past Torres and LeMahieu, who were converging on the ball. Neither of them could reach it, and neither one decided to dive for it. So Polanco on first, 1 out. And here's Brian Hayes. Hayes, line drive right field. That's going to fall fair and get into the corner. Judge plays it, throws it to LeMahieu. Hayes stopped it first. Gregory Polanco advanced from first to third on this hit. He immediately broke and was able to get 2 bases. So now runners on the corners. with one out. J. Happ still pitching. His pitch count's still not too high, but the Pirates have scored up some hits in this game, in this half inning. Counts 0-1. Happ entered this inning giving up just one hit, and in this inning alone, he's given up 4 hits. Strike 2 on Jacob Stallings. No ball, 2 strike count, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. Polanco on third, Hayes on first. Chopped on the ground. Torres will elect to go to first. So Stallings is out, Hayes moves to second, and Polanco scores from third. So another run for the Pirates. It's 10-3, and now a 7-run game. So 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning, and here comes Jarrod Dyson. Dyson 0 for 2. Dyson was on the Kansas City Royals team, or both teams that made it to the World Series in 2014 and 15, so he has a ring. Wasn't one of the primary starting outfielders, but was noted for pinch running frequently. He's a plus runner. Still is a good defensive outfielder, just because of his speed. He's one of the veterans on this Pirates team that is trying to turn the ship around for the Pirates and get them back to their winning ways, though that's not what's been happening this season so far. Pirates in last in the NL Central. One ball, 2 strike pitch. Got him to chase. Bottom of the 7th inning is over, but the Pirates scored 3 runs, 2 of which were tallied on this Josh Bell 450-foot blast. The end of 7 full innings, it's the Yankees 10 and the Pirates 3. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 8-9-1 hitters due up in the Yankee order. Brett Gardner, then the pitcher's spot. Then back to the top for DJ LeMahieu. Chris Stratton still on the mound. Brett Gardner's only hit was a 2-run home run. Almost every Yankees hitter has played some part in the 10 runs they've scored to this point. Even J. Happ scored the first run for the Yankees in this game with a bases-loaded walk in the 2nd inning. No ball, 2 strike pitch. Got him. Brett Gardner strikes out to lead off the top of the 8th inning. So not a guarantee that J. Happ's going to come to the plate. We'll see what Aaron Boone decides to do, but take a look at the strikeout one more time. Just elevated the fastball and got him to chase while he was down on the count. And J. Happ will come up to the plate. He's 0 for 2, but he walked, hit an RBI, and scored a run. Another pitch he swung on first. That's out number 2. J. Happ has swung at a couple first pitches. He's put 2 in play. Got out both times, but he's been aggressive in this game with the bat. So 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Here's DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu 2 for 4 with a couple singles. And one of those singles netted him 2 RBIs. That's ball 1. When LeMahieu first signed with the Yankees last season, it was expected of him to be a utility role. There was no one place that he was going to be able to start as that's hit into center field because the infield was so crowded. But with an injury to Didi Gregorius, to Miguel Andujar, Gleyber Torres moved over to shortstop for part of the season. LeMahieu got to play second. And then when Luke Voit got hurt, LeMahieu became a constant first baseman. So he's done a lot. And he turned from being a utility person, the expectation of being somebody who'd be a platoon player as a utility player, is now the starting second baseman and is now contributing heavily to the Yankees' success. But anyway, Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. No, excuse me, he's 1 for 3. The count is 0-1. Now the count's even 1-1, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. Stratton got the first 2 hitters out, but gave up a single to DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu has 3 hits on the day now. One ball, 1 strike pitch. And Judge falls behind. The count's 1-2. Count evens out, 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Since Stratton's been on the mound, he's yet to give up a run. And that will continue. Judge strikes out. And the top of the 8th inning comes to an end. The Yankees get no runs on a hit, and they leave 1 runner on base. Going to the bottom of the 8th inning, it's the Yankees 10 and the Pirates 3. Chad Green comes into the game to make his 37th appearance of the season. He has a .568 ERA and 38 innings pitched. He's been a top relief arm for the Yankees ever since 2017. And as the pitcher spot comes up, Eric Gonzalez will bat. He'll be the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 8th inning. 9-1-2 hitters up. Gonzalez, then Kevin Newman, and Brian Reynolds scheduled to bat. Gonzalez got to start a bit this season. He had a small stretch where Adam Frazier was hurt, so he got to play short while Newman moved to second. And he put up some pretty good offensive numbers. But since Frazier came back, Newman moved back to short. Frazier went back to second, and Gonzalez went back to the bench. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. A lopsided game. The Yankees out in front 10-3. Fouled off. Count is now 1-2. So Jay Happ batted in the top of the 8th inning, which kind of unconventional that a pitcher would bat and then be replaced, but that's what happened here. Strike 3 called over the inside edge. And with that, here's Jay Happ's final score line. In 7 innings, didn't walk a single batter, gave up 3 earned runs on 5 hits. Threw less than 80 pitches through 7 innings. Through 6 full innings on the mound, he gave up just 1 hit to this Pirates team. And although he gave up 3 runs, his offense helped him out plenty before that. The Yankees had 7 runs after the second. They had a 10-run lead going into that 7th inning, so those 3 runs, not much in comparison to the Yankees' entire score. Tommy Kahnle and Jonathan Holder are warming up in the Yankee bullpen now. One ball, 1 strike pitch. Well played by Miguel Andujar at third base. That's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
2 outs, bottom of the 8th inning, and Brian Reynolds up to the plate. Reynolds is 1 for 3. He hit a double back in inning number 1. Switch hitter batting from the left side. It's the first time he's batting from the left side. He's only faced Jay Happ in this game otherwise. And with Happ being a lefty, he batted from the right side of the plate.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
One ball, 1 strike pitch. And finds the zone. The count's 1-2 on Reynolds. Reynolds, a former member of the San Francisco Giants system, and was acquired by the Pirates in the deal that sent Andrew McCutchen over to San Francisco. And now Reynolds is the starting center fielder of Pittsburgh's team. Up the middle. Torres plays it. Throws to Voit. Reynolds out at first. And that's 8 complete innings out of this game. And after 8 full, the Yankees lead the Pirates 10-3. We'll go to the 9th.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Michael Feliz comes out of the bullpen for the Pirates, and he'll pitch the 9th inning. Feliz making his 45th appearance of the season. He'll face the 3-4-5 hitters in the Yankees order: Gleyber Torres, Giancarlo Stanton, and Gary Sanchez. Michael Feliz, another former Astros player that was acquired by the Pirates when the Pirates sent Garrett Cole to the Astros. And Feliz immediately took Cole's number 2, number 45. Lined into center, that'll be a base hit. Torres rounds first, he's going to second. Polanco picks it up and gets it into Frazier. That's a leadoff double for Gleyber Torres to begin the 9th inning. That's double number 13 for him on the year. Well, a well-struck ball, and it didn't help that the Pirates were in a defensive shift, because Torres hit that right up the middle, but because the outfield was slanted left, there was a huge gap open for that ball to land. Now Giancarlo Stanton has hit a home run and doubled in this game, and all 4 of his RBIs came on his home run, which made it a grand slam home run, and he's been succeeding in this series. 4 for 9. Runner in scoring position for him, nobody out. And that's fouled off, the count 0-1. Feliz throwing 95. Stanton's grand slam went 454 feet, and it went over both bullpens out in center field. We've been treated to a couple home runs hit by both teams. Stanton's was the admirable Yankee home run, and then Josh Bell hit a 450-foot home run to left field that reached the second deck.
ball, action time.
1 ball, 2 strike pitch. Got him. That's out number 1. Michael Feliz records his first strikeout since coming out of the bullpen.
Gary Sanchez.
So here comes Gary Sanchez to the plate. His only hit resulted in a run batted in. It was the 10th Yankees run scored in this game, and there's another single for him. Torres might be able to score. He rounds third. Reynolds' throw coming is cut off by Bell. Torres will score from second. The second RBI for Gary Sanchez on his second base hit of the game, and the Yankees have extended their lead. It is now 11-3. Michael Feliz gave up a double, struck out a hitter, then gave up an RBI single. It's an 8-run Yankees lead, and Miguel Andujar is up to the plate. Andujar 0 for 4 in this game. Andujar has usually been a terror with his bat this season, but in this game just hasn't been able to put anything together. Counts even 1-1, top of the 9th inning. The Yankees with a run in this inning. One pitch.
The count is 2-1.
2 ball, 1 strike count.
Ball
3 ball, 1 strike count. Michael Feliz has struggled since coming into this game. Minus the strikeout, he gave up back-to-back hits. And Andujar fouls that pitch off. Has worked the count full 3-2. But again, Torres hit a double. Stanton struck out. Then Sanchez hit a single, which scored Torres from second base. And Andujar making Feliz work in this plate appearance. Count still full 3-2. One more time. Too high, that's ball 4, and that's the first time that Andujar has reached in this game. So 2 runners on now with 1 out. As the bottom of the order comes through, but it's not really a bottom of the order because it's the New York Yankees. Luke Voigt up to the plate now. And I've talked about this before, as have many other people that have covered Major League Baseball, but the Yankees have one of the most feared orders in baseball. Luke Voigt has tremendous power abilities, and he's the number 7 hitter on this team. The Yankees are a team that won over 100 games last year, in part to players who were minor leaguers, who were depth on the roster. They had over 20 injuries last season, the Yankees did, which set a record for most injuries that a team has had in a single season.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they still won over 100 games, and they still took the Astros to 6 games in the ALCS.
I got to count 2-2.
It's a very talented team with a lineup that is stacked. Voigt strikes out there. So Feliz, both outs he's recorded have been strikeouts. Now Brett Gardner coming to the plate, but look at this again. It was an off-speed pitch. Looked like a changeup maybe that started at the knees, then just dropped. And with 2 outs, here's Brett Gardner. Gardner's only hit was a 2-run home run in the 3rd inning. Otherwise, he's been quiet.
Count 1-0.
Gardner now batting .265 and has an OBP of .332. Feliz at 20 pitches. He just came out of the bullpen to start the 9th inning. 1 run in and a couple runners on base still.
1-1.
As the count evens up 1-1. Out toward right field. That's hugging the line. Polanco made a chase for it, but couldn't get there. That's foul. Feliz now ahead in the count, 1-2. Got him to swing and miss, so Feliz strikes out the side. But in the interim, he gave up a run on a Gary Sanchez RBI single. The Yankees have an 11-3 lead going to the bottom of the 9th inning. You're watching Major League Baseball's virtual network, brought to you by MLB The Show 20. I'm Nicholas Callis. 3, 4, 5 hitters due up in the Pirates order to begin the bottom of the 9th. Adam Frazier, Josh Bell, and Gregory Polanco. Frazier 1 for 3. He singled and later scored. I was back in the 7th inning. Pirates put up 3 runs in the 7th inning, but other than that, they've been blanked by Yankees pitching. Jay Happ went 7 innings, gave up 3 earned runs on 5 hits. He didn't walk a batter. Chad Green pitched a scoreless 8th and now looks to finish this game off. This is not a safe situation. As that's fouled off, counts 0-2. Too high, counts 1-2. That was a bait pitch that got a bit too far away from him. 96 miles per hour on that fastball. Now a 1-2 pitch coming. Out towards center field. Brett Gardner makes the catch. That's 1 out to begin the bottom of the 9th. And with that, Josh Bell will come to the plate. Bell is 1 for 3. His only hit was a 2-run home run in the 7th inning. That broke the shutout that Jay Happ had. Hit that ball 450 feet out to left field. Josh Bell is the only player ever in the history of Major League Baseball, for as old as PNC Park is as well, when it opened in 2001.
Oh, that's off the plate.
But since that point, Josh Bell, the only player in Major League Baseball to hit two home run balls straight into the Allegheny River on no bounces. He's a very strong player and has a heavy power bat. But Darrell Ward of the Houston Astros was the first to hit a ball into the Allegheny River on a fly. Garrett Jones was the first Pirate to do it in 2013.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And Josh Bell in 2019 did it twice in the same season.
Ball 4.
And he walks there against Chad Green.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gregory.
Here's Gregory Polanco coming up now with Josh Bell on first base. Polanco singled and later scored. Now it was also back in the 7th inning.
That's a ball.
Polanco contributed
Ball 1, no strike.
to the 3-run Pirates inning. Chad Green not happy with that last call. Pirates trailing by 8 in their last half inning to attempt a comeback. Counts 1-1. The Yankees got 7 runs in the second inning, sent 10 hitters to the plate. And that 7-run inning was capped off by a Giancarlo Stanton grand slam home run.
Ball, that's down.
They've had the lead ever since that point. Pirates scored 3 in the 7th, but that's been their only runs to this point. Now Polanco sends that one out to right field. And I lost that one in the Pittsburgh sky. 2-run home run for Gregory Polanco, his 17th of the season. And it's now 11-5. The Pirates trail by 6. Let's see where this one landed. Oh, that hit off the sign out in right field. That was headed over the Clemente wall. That might have cleared it if it didn't hit that sign. That's unfortunate for Polanco, but that was hit a long way. Now Brian Hayes pops that one up out to right, and Judge will play it on a hop. That drops in for a hit. And Brian Hayes now on first base with 1 out. Jacob Stallings up to the plate, but Gregory Polanco entered this game with the most home runs by a Pirate this season, 16, but he extends that with his 17th homer of the season. Now Stallings up to the plate, he's 0 for 3. Has a .270 average now with a .353 on base percentage. And a .728 on base plus slugging percentage total. 1 ball, no strike pitch. Too high, counts 2-0. Well, the Pirates not just going away. Still 1 out and a runner on. 2 runs in the half inning. Two ball, no strike pitch. Soft liner out to right field. Judge able to make the catch. Brian Hayes didn't tag, so he'll retreat back to first. And that's out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th. The Pirates with 1 out to work with. Here comes Gerard Dyson. 0 for 3. He struck out in his most recent at bat. Facing Chad Green for the first time in this game. That's strike 1. Gerard Dyson, a veteran outfielder. Starting in left field for the Pirates in this game. That one just missed. Counts even 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike count, 2 outs, 2 runs in for the Pirates. They're still down 6. Keep Brian Hayes on first. He's singled.
Nope. That's inside.
2-1's the count. That's strike 2, and now the Pirates with 1 strike to work with. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the 9th. The Yankees 11, the Pirates 5. Swing and a miss, was out in front of a breaking ball, and this ball game is over. The Pirates had some late life, but couldn't come back from an 11-run Yankees total. So the Yankees complete a sweep of the Pirates in this 2-game set. These two won't play each other again for the rest of the 2020 season. The Yankees have swept the season series. They won 2 back at Yankee Stadium back on May 5th and 6th, and they've won the 2 games here in this set. There's the final line score. The Yankees had this game won by the 2nd inning. Pirates put up 3 in the 7th and 2 in the 9th inning, so not a poor offensive performance, but the pitching failed the Pirates in this one, and they lost by a lopsided amount. Giancarlo Stanton, player of the game, he had a double and also a grand slam in that 2nd inning. That extended the Yankees' lead to 7 runs. The winner of this game on the mound, Jay Happ, 7 innings. Gave up 3 earned runs on 5 hits. Didn't walk a single batter either. He pitched near masterfully, at least through the first 6 innings. Had a blip in the 7th, but still earned the win because his team's offense backed him up heavily. Trevor Williams did not pitch out of the 2nd inning. Pitched an inning and 2/3. Gave up 7 earned runs on 5 hits. Walked 3 batters, which really showed. And he got the loss in this one. And that'll just about do it here from PNC Park. My name's Nicholas Callis. You've been watching Major League Baseball's virtual network. This game and all of our games are brought to you by MLB The Show 20. Once again, the final score. The New York Yankees beat the Pittsburgh Pirates 11-5.